There are many different ways to read a BaZi chart. Is there one method that's more superior than another? For most beginner classes, using the Strength of Day Master as a method is one of the easiest ways for a beginner to get started. However, using the Strength of Day Master is not the only technique to use when reading a BaZi chart. There's no right way or wrong way to read a BaZi chart. What you need is a consistent way. Consistency is way more important than whose technique is more superior than the other. Getting the results accurately, applying the same technique over and over again, and delivering consistent results is what determines the right way to read a BaZi chart effectively. You must also realize there are many different techniques out there and each have their own strength and weakness. There are even techniques for the blind to read a BaZi chart as well. Each technique is designed for a purpose and usage. Some techniques are specific to date selection, some are good for divination, and some follows a systematic way of reading a BaZi chart, and so on. All these systems gives you the flexibility to apply whichever method that suits your needs and requirements. And to say one method is better than the other is just not right. It all depends on what you're looking for. You should be asking, am I using the right technique to get the answers I'm looking for? You should try to reach out and learn the various methods first, before giving bad critics of another school's BaZi reading techniques. If you have not mastered their art, you may not know its strength completely. As Chinese Metaphysics is an art, reading a BaZi chart requires experience in various aspects of life and a good understanding of human psychology. You need to have an expansive view of life from different people of different background. You need to be able to see from their point of view, know what they're going through in order to be a good counselor to your client. These are some of the qualities you must have to be able to carry out the role of a BaZi practitioner. It is not about my method is better than yours. It's about your client and how you can help them with their problems on hand. A BaZi chart is just a tool. When reading a BaZi chart, it is about delivering consistent and accurate results on a daily basis that makes you a much sought after BaZi practitioner. These are just my views about the different techniques. Some, or perhaps most of you, may have learned from many different schools. That's a good thing. You have the privilege that many do not have. Use that knowledge to determine how to apply and know what works best for each circumstances. We should not view one method to be more superior than another. We should ask which method to use to deliver a better result. What about your views? Do you think there are methods that are more superior from another? Let's hear your opinions. You can leave your comments below. If you're looking to learn another method of finding the Strength of Day Master, do check out our online course. The links to our course can be found below. Ask me any questions about the course and I'll be glad to answer them for you. See you again in our next post.